Hey guys, it's Jackie with Creative Creations by Jay. Welcome back to my channel. I hope so far I have inspired you with some of the decor that I have created. It's so glad to be back. I'm gonna be a little slow tonight. I had surgery on my hand and my elbow. I think I'm well enough to get started again. I just couldn't keep sitting around and not getting back to doing what I enjoy. So tonight, what I'm going to be doing is creating 3 pumpkin DIYs. I'm going to be using the carving pumpkin from the Dollar Tree in 2 of the projects. And I'm also going to be using a paper lantern that I had from a previous birthday party. I'll show you how I'm going to use items that I already had in the home to create these crafts. So without further ado, let me get started. This first one is inspired by Justin Ray. I saw a video that he had posted the other night where he used straw from a hat from the Dollar Tree. So it kind of inspired me to want to do something similar. So what I did was I had some of this bling wrap that I got from the dollar store, and I cut them into sections, and I'm going to be putting them on this. I didn't want to change the color because it's going to be completely covered anyway, and I kind of want the color kind of shining through, because if you've seen a previous post that I had, my color palette for the fall season is orange, the oranges, the blues, the gold, the cream, and the brown. So if it shows through, it's okay, because it's going to kind of like just give me what it is I'm liking around my house anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and gluing parts of this bling wrap on the pumpkin. So I'm gonna show you what that's gonna look like. And I'm not supposed to be using that hand, and I'm kind of feeling it. I might have to go and switch gears. Let me put on my my finger grips. All right, so I'm going to just be going right down into the grooves of that from one side to the other and gluing that down. Let me see, I got to use my left hand. Get real good for using this left hand here. All right. Hold that down. And I don't typically use the glue gun with this little silicone thing from the Dollar Tree, because it's kind of like getting in my way, slowing me down a little bit. So I might have to go with what I know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that and get started. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you how the first few pieces go, and then I'm gonna shift gears, and I'm gonna turn my camera off and go and finish doing this, and then let you see how it turned out. So I'm just going to put a first couple on here for you to see what it's going to be looking at, or how I'm going through the process. I'm going to use this scissors right here. And okay, go to the back side where you see I have the other piece, and you just overlap it. I gotta try to use that hand. Not doing too good, but trying to get it done. Okay. Now I'm just going to add another piece here. Now I'm just going to go cross way the other way to fill in that gap from that way. And I'm going to dab that down just to get that. Okay. Then I'm going to go here, right down this seam. Uh-oh. Got to go back and let it kind of sit in there before I move it. All right. Looks like I lost a piece, so I go back and get that one. I'm just putting it right here in the center where all, I gotta hold that there a little bit, okay, where all the other ones originated from. And I just keep adding to it. Let that get dry. So this is what it looks like so far, and I'll just keep going around in each scene until I get it all filled in. So I'm going to go off camera here and continue it for the sake of time, and then I'll come back on when I have everything covered and show you how I'm going to embellish it. Okay guys, I'm back. I got all my jewels, all my wrap put around it. I forgot what the name of it is, just that quick jewel wrap. Anyway, I got it put all on my pumpkin. This is what the bottom looks like. I'm not worrying about the build up here because it's going to be sitting inside of a candle holder. And you won't even know that that's there, but I kind of want it leaning anyway. I've also have done my my stem to my pumpkin, and all I did for that is to take some of this jute twine and glued it on a skewer, and glued it all the way around the skewer, and then stuck it, frayed the ends of it to cover up where the jewel wrap met, and to cover that up and stuck it in. So now, for the sake of time as well, I've already got my ribbons pre-made. So these are the colors I chose. Again, I told you, that's the colors in my palette for the fall. And it also will be my colors for Christmas as well. So you see how I bring that together too. So I'm going to just assemble all my ribbon pieces. I have 2 of them here put together. So I'm going to stack them on top of each other. Let me move that to the side so you can see. So I just stacked them on top of each other. I just stacked them on top of each other so they look like that. But before I do that, I have this sheer wrap that I got from the Dollar Tree as well. And by the way, all my ribbons came from the Dollar Tree as well. And I got this. I'm going to scrunch that and put underneath my ribbons, and you'll see how that come together in 1 second. So I'm going to go ahead and scrunch this. Pinch it in the middle. This is this paper, I think it's like a sheer. It's sheer, but I forget what you call it. Mesh or something. Not mesh. Anyway, you know what it is. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna do best as I can, because again, I told you I got stitches in my hand, and my hand is kind of sore, and I don't have any help. So I'm going to do the best I can to get this all assembled together. I'm just going to pinch those, put these back together. So I have them all pinched, and I'm going to put them together with some raffia. Combine them all together with some raffia. Let's see how I'm going to get that tied. So this is what it looks like before I put it on my, so I have my raffia. I want to wrap it around as best as I can so I can get it tight enough where I can pull it. And hopefully I can get this done. Wait, I got to give it a little bit more. Give me a little bit more to play with. So now I'm just going to tie it in a knot as best I can. I don't have the strength in my right hand that I normally do. So let's see if I can get this through here and make it work. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I got it. I don't have it as small as I want it, but it's on there and it's holding. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust it a little bit, fan it out a little bit before I put it on. Spread my layers out as best I can. Okay. And it's not really centered. There's nothing much I can do about it right now because I can't really. Let's see if I can get it over a little bit with my hand not being at 100%. I'll try to adjust as much as possible. Okay, that worked a little bit better. All right, so now I'm going to bring my pumpkin back, and I'm going to glue this on here like that. And I'm going to put my strong adhesive on here because I want that to really stay on. I'm going to hold that there for a few seconds so I can get that set. Still waiting on it to get set. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Okay, still got a few things I need to do before I call it. I just want to show you these jewels. They're hair spirals that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I love to add embellishments to some of the things I create. So this is one. I'm going to put that on here because I want it kind of dangling in the front, and I'm just going to use my raffia to kind of go through the hole and bring it around. And I'm going to kind of take it up underneath my bow because I don't want it on top of my bow. So let's see how I'm going to get that under there. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is wrap it around my bow Matter of fact, I'll just put in another piece. Another piece of raffia. I want this on here. My bow is kind of, all right, well, it's kind of sticking on there, so I'll just put my raffia in here. I'm going to I had to readjust what I was doing, like one of the YouTubers said the other day. We don't really know what we're going to do or how it's going to work until we kind of work it out. So it is not working like I want to, but I think I've got another way to put it on. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue in the front of this to adhere that. I'm just going to take that back off first. I didn't need that raffia, so I don't like the way it looks, so I'm just going to take it off and put my little jewel right here in the front and hold it until it sets. And so there you have it. I'm going to put that in, and I'm done. Okay, and then we're going to go to my second project for the night. I think this is really, really gorgeous. I love these colors. I love how it came out. And you'll see how I put it all together after I create all the projects I'm going to work on tonight. But isn't that just gorgeous? I love the colors especially. And my little skewer pumpkin trunk stem. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to show you real quick what my second project is going to be, and then I'm going to go off camera to complete it. All right, so this another Dollar Tree form carving pumpkin from Dollar Tree. I spray painted it with almond paint from Ace Hardware. And as you can see, somebody said before that these pumpkins don't take very well to spray paint. And I learned that today, but I still can make it work. Let me show you what happened to the bottom. That's what happened to the bottom, but it's not really that important because it's on the bottom and it would be covered because it'll be most likely sitting up on a prop or a cake stand or something like that. So not worried about it. So hindsight 2020, if you guys are going to spray paint styrofoam, it doesn't do very well. I've seen some people do it and it worked well and some people not. So it didn't work well for me tonight. But in any case, that's what it looks like. And this is what I'm going to be working with. And let me get what I'm going to use. I'm going to be doing some Mod Podging on this pumpkin with these cutouts that I cut from a napkin. Has gather, and these are what the other pieces look like. So I'm going to be Mod Podging that onto my pumpkin, and so yeah, I'm going to be Mod Podging that onto my pumpkin. Let me show you what the napkins look like before I cut them. Okay, so this is the napkins that I'm cut out to use for Mod Podging this. I didn't use the truck in this one, but if I open it up, that's what I use. So I cut those prints out of this napkin and the border that you see there, and I'm going to Mod Podge it onto my pumpkin. So I'm going to go off camera and get my project started, and I'll come back and show you finishing touches. Okay, guys, I'm back and I have my second pumpkin all covered with a decoupage. You remember I showed you I took the napkin and that I got from Dollar General and I decoupaged it all on here, and you can see how it looks. I like how it came out. I took a pumpkin that didn't do too well with spray paint, and I made it into something that was workable. And I sealed it with my matte finish spray paint. And now what I'm going to do is just add the finishing touches, put a stem on it and some ribbon. So let me go ahead and do that. So I think what I use, I showed you guys that I got these from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use one of those to add to my pumpkin as well. I also shared in a previous DIY that I take old earrings and necklaces and things like that, and I add it to my decorations as well. So I'm going to add this to it as well. And that's another piece of jewelry that I repurposed because it started turning. I think that would look good on there because it kind of goes with the color. So we'll see how it turns out. And of course I'm going to use some of my jute. I like adding jute, some twine, ribbon, Dollar Tree ribbon, the green, the blue, and maybe the gold and some brown twine. So let me just put that bow together right now. Let me get started. But first I need to do my stem. Like I shared on yesterday, I take a skewer and I add some twine that I took apart. I take it apart and add it to the stick. So I'm going to do that first. Cut me some twine to put on the stick for my stem. So I'm just going to cut out probably about 6 sections of it. And I got my stitches out today. My hand is better. I mean, it's still sore. Can't do as much as I want, but at least I'm back with the healing process. Still real tender in the center. But you know me, I'm a trooper. I'm going to work it out and suffer later. When I go to sleep tonight, it'll be probably bothering me, but it'll be all right. I'm going to get one more piece. And I'm going to start gluing it around my stick. So here's my stick. I'm going to cut that pretty much and cut it down some. How far? Probably about like there. All right. So here's my stick. I'm going to start gluing I just don't have the strength in my hand like I did before, so I can't use it. I've got to go here. Okay. And I'm just going to start adding my stick, my twine on here. Going all around. I'm just going to keep going around. Again, add some more glue. Keep covering up that skewer. Add a couple more pieces. I think I got one more piece I add. Ooh, that's hot. I can't work with those silicone fingertip things. So I just have to. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. Add a little bit more glue towards the bottom. And then I'm going to fray my ends. Okay. Let's make that. Alright, so now I have to do is fray these ends. And I have a toothpick that I normally use to That makes it much faster, but for the night I just twist it in the opposite direction. That's my mom tipping in. You're my #1 fan. Yep. All right. She said, that's what moms do. You are absolutely right. All right. I think I got almost them all unfrayed, except with this one. And did I tell you, FYI, when taking these out and fraying them, they make a lot of mess. But what crafting doesn't make a lot of mess. All right, so I got my ends frayed. Now I'm going to stick it in my pumpkin so it'll have a stem. So that's what it looks like. So gotta glue that on. So I'm going to pull back the frayed end and add some glue to it. And just stick it in my pumpkin. And I'm going to spread those ends out. Add a little bit more glue to secure it. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And I like the imperfections of it because it just makes it more original and homemade, which makes it more personable and meaningful to me. All right, so now I'm just gonna add my ribbon, and then this baby or this beauty will be done. So a couple of pieces, simple bow. And I'm just cutting just a few strips of different color bow ribbon. A piece of orange. And let's add my gold. Okay. And I want to add a piece of this gold as well. And then we'll put them all together. All right. Maybe cut me a piece of twine. Actually, I'm just gonna, let's see, I think I want to go with my blue more towards the middle. I'll move this aside so you can see what I'm doing here with the ribbon. So I'm going to take and put one of my golds on the bottom. I take this gold and put on the bottom. Then I'm going to do my orange, my green, another gold, and then my blue. And I'm going to just scrunch those together and tie those off with a piece of my jute, which I'll be adding to it too. Okay. My hand is still weak. Okay, let me get this tied. All right, and this is what it looks like. And now I'm going to secure that on my pumpkin, and I'm going to leave these ends on because I'll add jute back to it anyway. So, add a glob of glue here. And let's make this my center. I think I'll make that my center. Okay, so I just stuck the bow on there. I'll hold that in place to get it on. Okay, have it done, and I'm gonna finish adding some of my other things back to it that I showed you earlier. I think I will add it on. Okay, so I just put my gem on. I'm going to add the other ones on there as well. Not sure if I'm going to use this one. Do I want that one on? I think so. I'll put that one on. Just go all out, Jack. Just go all out. All right, so let me squeeze that in there. And one more. I take my pliers here and take this off. If I can do it, my hand. Yeah. Let me try with this one. You never know how much you rely on your dominant hand until you can't use it until it's. I don't know if this is gonna work because I can't get it off. With my hand, the other hand. Let's see. Try it again with this hand. See if I can stick it in there to kind of break it apart. Okay, got it. Okay, so I got it off. I can add it on with my other ones and then secure it around my ribbon, around my stem. And I'm just going to tie it. Let that kind of hang down like a necklace so I can see how much I want it to hang. All right, so I need to take some of this back out. All right, I think I got it where I need to tie it. Cut this off. And I'm just going to glue it together, the two ends together. And I'm going to just press that down on here so I don't burn my hands. And then I'm going to roll it. And I'm just going to drape, well, I'm not going to do it yet until it dries, I guess. And I'm just going to drape that over and tuck that. Make it look like it's the end. And there you have it. She is complete. Okay, I'll bring her back later when I bring all the pumpkins that I decorated in this series and for one grand finale. So thank you for joining me. I have one more pumpkin video that I'm going to add that's with this series, and I'll bring that to you guys later on another video. Thank you for joining me. I hope I inspired you in some kind of way. And I know I have to get my videos a little shorter. My technology equipment is not like everyone else's. I'm doing this on my phone, and I don't know how to do a lot of the tricks that others know how to do, like with speeding up the video. I know how to speed it up, but when I'm talking on it, it doesn't sound good. So I don't know how to take out the talking and speed it up so it'll be faster. So I apologize for my long videos. I'm going to get better, as I stated before. Just have patience with me. Give me a little grace, as Olivia's romantic say, and just hang in there with me. Continue to come back and see what I share, and things are going to get better. Have a great night, and you guys be blessed. Hey guys, it's Jackie with Creative Creations by Jay. I'm back with my third video that I'm doing with decorating pumpkins using everyday items or things that you find around your house. So tonight's DIY is, I took this paper lantern that I had from a previous birthday party, and I'm going to turn it into a pumpkin for my fall decor. The items that I'm going to be using for that is, I took a old scarf that I had around the house, and I'm going to repurpose that, and I'm going to use that to cover my lantern and make it into a pumpkin. Now, I'm going to show you the things that I'm going to do, and for the sake of time, because I don't do well with doing a lot of my crafts via the video, because I know they get too long. I haven't mastered how to speed things up yet. So I'm going to just show you some of the things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start it to show you what my process is. Then I'm going to go off camera, and then I come back and show you how I put it together and some finishing touches. So first I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this scarf, and I'm going to cut it on. I cut it. This was actually seamed together. It was a double-sided neck scarf. I'm going to take it, and I took it and I cut the end. As you can see here, I cut the end open so I can sit my pumpkin down inside. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take and sit my pumpkin inside. I'm going to have to use a little force. All right, so I'm just going to pull it up just enough that my scarf covers the top of my lantern, okay? And I'm going to glue the edges in all the way around here. I'm going to glue that in, and then you can see inside the lantern. I know you've seen these before, but I'm going to glue around the edges here, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. So I'm going to cut the excess around here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to cut the excess off. And these scissors, I don't use them so much, they kind of dull, but it's doing its job. It's just taking a little longer than I wanted it to. Okay, so there, I took out the excess. I'm going to put that aside. And this is what it looks like. That was the bottom and the top. And then, just like I'm doing with the top, I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut a little bit more of that off. I just left some more extra on there to make sure I had enough. I'm going to take and glue all around the base of my pumpkin, leaving this wire here exposed. I'm going to use that later, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that later to secure my pumpkin so I can display it. So I'm going to go off camera and do the gluing, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I'm going to finish it off. But first, before I do that, I want to show you, as you see, my pumpkin has an opening here. So I cut out a piece of cardboard from an old pizza box. I cut that out. I drew some lines on here, and you see there's a circle in the middle. I'm going to cut that circle out, exposing it so I can place it right on top of my hook here, because I got to use that later to put my stem there, my pumpkin stem. And as you can see, I have lines here. What I'm going to do with that, I'm going to put jute cord on those lines, and I'm going to keep filling them in until the whole top is covered. That is going to be part of my stem that I'm going to have on my pumpkin. Is also going to cover this hole that I'm going to have up the top. And then I'm going to put my bow and everything on. So I'll come back and show you what I have and finish this project off. Okay, I'm back. I have my pumpkin all covered. Okay, this is what it looks like, all covered. All right, now all I have left to do is to this is going to be the top of my pumpkin to cover this hole right here. And now, like I said before, I just took the back of a pizza thing. So I'm going to go ahead and sit that right on top of here. And after I get that placed on there, I'll get my glue gun. All right, so here it is. It's on top of here. I'm just going to go underneath here at different places and place the glue. All right, I'm going to hold that down there to see if it'll set. I think it is. Just to hold that in place. Uh-oh. Shoot, 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 shoot. Hot glue. Whew. Okay, so not sure that's going to really, well, it's stuck a little bit over there. All right, so here's my pumpkin. Now what I'm going to do is add my stem. And for my stem, I just took some old packing paper that I got in a box, and I just rolled it up with a pipe cleaner, gold pipe cleaner that I got from the dollar store. And to hook it onto my little hook, I don't know if you can see that, but I added a little clip on there that I'm just going to hook right on the top of my pumpkin here to hold my stem in place. And then I'm going to add some glue to hold it up there. Gotta hold it in place until it dries. Hold it in place till that dry. And I'm loving the way this turned out. It's so cute, cute, cute and different. And I didn't pay for anything on this. It's stuff that I already had around the house and that I wasn't using, so I just repurposed it. I gotta keep holding that stem a little long. I need some aggressive glue on it. But it's gonna be cute. And then what I'm gonna do after this, I'm gonna add my ribbons, and I already had my ribbon pre-cut. That way, it won't take that long. All right. So I have my stem on there. Now I just need to do is add my ribbon. I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna show you my ribbons. I already pre-cut my ribbon right here. I have the ribbon with Give Thanks with the variety of words, Fall Harvest from the Dollar Tree, and that's a wire ribbon. Then I also have this ribbon right here I got several years ago from Joann's. I already had that. And then some more ribbon that I got from this plaid fall color ribbon, wire ribbon from the Dollar Tree as well. And then again, some more old ribbon that I had from Joann's. I love these colors to go together. As I stated in all my previous DIYs, I love earth tone colors, especially the fall colors. So I just cut those out. I've already put a little slit in my ribbons. So when I put my pipe cleaner on it, I gotta run and get my pipe cleaner. 1 second, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my pipe cleaners and I'm gonna tie my ribbons together. All right, so I have my ribbons here so you can see what it looks like. All right, and I'm just gonna pinch them together as best I can. But first, let me just wrap my, get my clip right here. And just pull my clip right here. Pull that together as best I can. And just twist it. Tighten it up as best I can. And that's as tight as I can get it because I'm still recovering from my surgery, but it's good enough. All right, and I'm not going to cut my pipe cleaner off yet because I might need it to help me wrap it around my stem. So what I'm going to do right now is fluff my bow out. As Olivia from Romantic always say, yeah, you always got to fluff your bow out. Can't not do that. I'm fluffing my bow out. Okay. Okay. And I just kind of like go every other one opposite direction. Is how I do it. And this goes this way. And there. Love the way it turned out. See? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm just going to wrap it around, bring my pumpkin back over, and wrap it around my stem. secure it right quick around my stem. And I'm just wrapping my stem, my excess pipe cleaner around the stem to help secure my bow. And I gotta fluff it out a little bit more since I kind of mushed it in, trying to get that put on. Okay. And I got my bow on. It's all centered, so I gotta fix that. Okay. There we go. Now I got my bow where I want it to be. Right here in the center. Okay, and there you have that baby there. Now what I'm going to do now is just what's left is to put her on the base. So I have this stand, bottom of the stand, that came from a previous sign that I had from the dollar store. And now what I'm going to do is glue it. Put some glue in the little crevice there. And I'm going to place my pumpkin down in there securely. Got to put a lot of glue in there because I need this baby to stand up. Okay, and I'm just going to hold it in place until it sets. And after it sets, I'm going to go around the base a little and okay, still needs some. I think what I'm going to do here is place a little jingle block in the back to help as far as securing it. I think I'm going to put one in the front and in the back. So let me do that now. So I have that on there. Okay, so there you have it. She's all finished. And I'm just turning her around on her base. I hope you like it. And thanks for joining me tonight. I hope my projects have inspired you and you're be inspired to go and try some things that you already have around your home that you can create lovely fall decor for your home. Have a great night and thank you for visiting my channel.